Hello everyone, welcome back in to the atrium. Let me just check a couple things. Yep, looks like we are all good. So welcome in. Today we're going to be playing Surviving Mars again. So I'm just going to go ahead and move on over. I'm going to try to move myself to a better place. About there is good for today, I think. Okay, let's get into it. Let's start with the planetary view. So we got a bunch of planetary anomalies that we uncovered that we are trying to send expeditions to. We also got to over 55% atmosphere. We're almost to the 55% water, and we really need to bring this heat up to 55%. That way we can stop toxic rains and really just go crazy with the foliage. But this is what our planet looks like in the terraforming process. Looking pretty spiffy, if I do say so myself. Let's go over to the research panel. So we've got some of the smaller research things queued up just until our space satellite is built, the Wonder satellite, because that'll help us with research progress. But there's just a couple more wonders to research. So we've got this localized terraforming, which gives us a geoscape dome, an orbital space elevator, which makes rockets sending and receiving cheaper, and then a dream Project Morpheus dream reality. And it says here it helps in the development of new perks throughout the entire colony. So those are the last few wonders we'll have researched. We've almost got the whole map scanned, and we were starting to build a new dome building and new dome system. We've almost got all the toxic sludge cleaned off the planet, courtesy of Commander Shepard and the Boas. They're going over here to clean up this last pile, and that'll be it for the valley. And then we will go and clean up around this dome so we can get some ancillary domes down as needed. Over here is our main system. Everything's pretty much the same as it was last time. I'm trying to think. There was something, yeah, here. The artificial sun plant is going to be right here. And then our Omega telescope is going to be right here. And those are underway. They're going to take a little time to complete. As far as rockets go, we've got a trade rocket here. We've got this rocket, which is going to be doing our planetary missions. Let's go ahead and select another one. I'll just do this one, Project Hinterland, to see if it's a sensor glitch or if there's something interesting over there. So 6 random colonists will be selected, and they will go and check that out. Let's go ahead and start things. Luckily, these lakes here, I think, are almost filled. And that is greatly increasing the soil quality of the area, which is making this crop building much more efficient. So now it was 0 for the longest time, and now it's up to 49%. And in some areas, 100%. Right now, the shuttle loads are heavy, but it's because we've got all these projects that need materials to be ferried across the map. But we have plenty of shuttles during the downtimes. Did I? There was supposed to be a. Yeah, here's the new command center where it'll be. Once I get Shepard up here, they'll be able to construct this command center. And we'll get this dome system started. We've got a big water pump, or a water pump, and a Moxie put down already. I don't see oxygen storage, so we're going to go ahead and get that put down. Get a nice oxygen tank. Oh, that's why we needed the sludge to get cleared up. Notice we're having kind of choppy frames. I'm going to have to look into that. So we'll clean up this sludge and then we'll put it there. Let me see. I'll be right back. I'm going to be doing some maintenance in the atrium. Okay, I did some things. We'll see if that helps with the frame rate. Hopefully that'll fix it. I'll keep an eye out, just in case. Let's go ahead and go. Oh, where's it gonna hit? Straight onto the dome. Please repair this ASAP. Like yesterday. Luckily, we have plenty of stored oxygen, so that shouldn't be a problem. At least for this dome. I forgot how bright it gets now that our atmosphere is so strong. Our heat is increasing at a steady rate. Once we get the planetary stuff done, I also have enough fuel to do the ice cap melting, I believe. Let's check that out. I do. I have just enough fuel. I'll wait until it's at like 450. And then we will send a rocket to melt the ice caps. And that'll drastically increase our water on the surface. How is Shepard? Shepherd is done over here, so we can finally get them into position. Oh, cool, we got 23 polymer. That is always nice. That's from that planetary mission. The weird signal was just a clump of polymer, apparently. I want to check our soil quality on the map. So it is right now just clustered around the lake sites, with the exception of this space here. We were also going to build another little lake right here. But we're waiting on concrete to be transported over here. I remember I had to activate it on the pad there. So that'll hopefully bridge the quality in this zone and allow for plants to grow in that area. Which section is drone load heavy in? This makes sense, because there's very few drones here at this hub right now. But Shepherd's fixing to be over there to assist, so that shouldn't be a problem. Here they go. Right now we have a trade rocket going. Looks like we're giving them concrete. I need to close off trade routes as soon as this ship leaves. That way we can see what our stocks are like after building all these wonders, because they are going to take a lot of resources. And I want to make sure that I'm not going to put anything in a deficit. I can try to offer food just because we have such a huge amount of food. We've got a new planetary project: seed vegetation, transport a large payload of seeds to spread algae, lichens, and the like, and more complex vegetation. So we've got a couple of them. They're both the same: 100 seeds and 35 fuel. We don't have the seeds available at this time. We've got a rocket ready to land back from the mission, and we'll need to give it time for the polymers to get unloaded. Shepherd's up here. Everyone's going to work. And it is within the area of this pad here. So we should be able to get all this stuff built in a little bit. We also got some funding from Zeus, taking some rare metals over. Always good to see. We're slowly rebuilding our funding. Joblessness is increasing again, but we figured out it's a housing issue. That's why we're building the next domes, to try and alleviate the problem. Because we got a lot of colonists. We got 1,000 people crammed into this string of dome systems here. So it's time we start spreading to new areas. How far along are the wonders? So this one's actually pretty close for construction to start. And this one is too. Oh man, toxic rains, not the trees. Not the trees, man. They just started growing again. We've almost got enough here to classify them as a forest, but of course there's a bunch of problems with that. Toxic rain's gonna come in and wipe out most of these guys. We were doing so good. Seed production is steadily inclining, which is good. I need to keep an eye on the balance of seed production versus let's figure out where that meteor is. Okay. Nothing we gotta worry about. Let's go ahead and put the oxygen thing down. I don't remember the thought I was at. I'm sorry, I'm like that. I got big gilly brain energy. Okay, I'm gonna wait for Shepard to build this command center before we move on to do the other toxic pools. Right now they're just waiting on resources to be deposited here. And that's gonna take a while because a lot of these places are taking up resources right now. Newark's really one of our strongest trading partners. They're always willing to trade with us. I'm gonna get Dozer over here to try and clear out this square so we can delete it and hopefully get some trees growing, since this seems to be their main area. I'll also get them to unload this because this is almost completely done. So if we just look here, we could get a general idea of the overflow resources, and we definitely need to get rid of food. We've got way too much food. Luckily, there's not an expiration system in this game. We don't have to worry about that. We have perfected preservation, and now we've just got too much food. Which is why I switched most of the farms to seed production. And that's how we're going to stay for a while. Maybe if I see this get down to like half, then I'll refocus production to be more food oriented. Get out of Dozer's menu. Let me come check over here. Everything's still the same. Everything's looking good. This dome got repaired, right? It looks like it did. It's just waiting for general maintenance to occur to it. This is a problem I have. I've got a lot of people that say they're jobless, and then I will have literally buildings not working because people aren't working in them. Like this. Just a few more there, just 5 more, or 3 more concrete. And just a little bit more polymer. And this one here is just waiting on electronics part. So after we get those electronic parts there, this one will start construction. How are we looking on supplies? We're doing pretty good on supplies, actually. I thought we'd be like down to almost nothing. But we're actually doing pretty good. Those are stopped. So let's tell them to unload here. I think that was everything. Yeah, there's no more here. So we'll go ahead and set that for deletion. Why is there a food shortage in this dome? We need to set this to 180. And there's another food thing over here. We need to set this to 182. That way we make sure. We'll go through and set all the food pads to max. Because those should always be filled up. There's 2 here. I don't really need 2 anymore. So we're going to get rid of this. You know what? No, we'll keep it. Just in case the drones can't handle the burden. Yep, this one's set to the appropriate amount. Let's go check the main system. I don't think this one has a dedicated food pad to it. Okay, it looks like the others I had already set up to do just that. I just neglected to do it. And the other pads over here. So I think we should be good now. The shuttles will get right on that. Speaking of food pads, let's put a new one over here. We'll put it right here. And we'll make sure it's this one to max. And then we'll keep a close eye on our triangle in danger here. Is there a priority system on these pads? There's not. Okay. Even if I set this to grow food, it won't happen in a quick enough time to alleviate the food problem. So I just need to hope that the drones bring food. Yeah, this one's dropping off on the pad, so that should help these colonists out. Or are they picking up people? Payload nothing? Okay, they're picking up people. But I guess that's good. They can take them over to domes that have food. See, there was nothing in that sector. I'm in the wrong app. Let's queue up the next scan. New anomaly found. Where? Okay, Dora should be... Let me make sure Dora's set to auto. Yeah, okay, she's going over there now. Hopefully, so this just needs 3 more electronics. Part of the additional problem right now is because of the construction of these. And so if we could get at least one of them knocked out, it'll free up a bunch of our drones, I think. There's enough drones here. I don't know why they're not transporting food in between this dome and these domes, because it hits both pads. Okay, they are transporting them, and our colonists are slowly getting the food they need. They're working on it. They're just a little overworked right now. Let's see if this is done. It is. Let's queue up our mission. We have enough that we could do the melting the ice caps. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Rocket assigned to this project will be lost. Okay, I'll order a new one. Cargo rocket. It's just loaded up with seeds. We'll get 100 seed parcels. And that'll give us enough to do one of the planetary seeding missions too, which will really boost our overall planetary foliage. And hopefully we'll have enough of a warming effect that we can get the toxic rains off the map today. So this is construction's underway. So no more transportation of goods over to this facility. So hopefully those will be done here shortly. Same area. We shouldn't have any food shortages anywhere. This pile is very, very full. So we need to hopefully get these dispersed in a timely manner. And here's the rain coming to kill my beautiful trees. Let's get this cleared out here after Dozer finishes its duties. Luckily that person got fed, so we're doing pretty good. This rocket's still doing exports as well. So this is just waiting on the fuel, which luckily now we have our own fuel production over here. So that's really going to help with that process. That just needs a little under 8 polymers and they'll start construction on that. And construction is almost done on our satellite, which is supposedly really going to help boost our research. I need to see if we need outsourcing. Yeah. Outsource funding, please. Here we go. Hey, Critic, welcome in. Let me get you a shout out. I just realized that entire time, this entire 30 minutes, I had the game muted over here on the channel mixer. Yeah, the Gale brain is strong today. But at least we'll be able to hear a really good space fan cryptic. Maybe we'll get one of the new clips. Yeah, it was still an older one, but a good one. Nice, powerful explosion. Welcome in. I hope your day's been going great. And everything's been going well. All that good stuff. My day is good. I'm glad to hear that. Are you still sore from all the insane dancing you've been doing? I need to move Shepard closer. I realize maybe that's part of the problem. Renew text. Okay, let's check it out. Yes, but not as sore. Well, that's good. We've got improvements now. I need to turn down the game volume a little, so that when the wah sounds come in, they're not as why. I'm glad that the soreness is starting to wear off, because that sucks. Okay, so here's our new ones. I streamed all night, then slept till 3 p.m. I was wondering how long you were gonna go. You went really late. You did another, like, the amount you're working out is almost like Marvel body getting ready level of workout at this point. So our new breakthroughs: recharge stations, service drones, and a 3 hex range instantly. For solar panels and large power production increases by 100%, which would be really great because it's getting lower now. See, this was it. I'd be blasting out your ear holes if I had left the volume up. Anyway, we need the solar panel thing because with our atmosphere, our solar panel power is decreasing drastically. And with our solar farm fixing to go up, that would really make it just over the top. And then sustained workload doubles the performance bonus when colonists are working on a heavy workload. So we'll wait for this one to get knocked out, and then we'll come check out those breakthroughs.
Research complete.
Well, that didn't take long at all. Okay. Well, we're gonna queue up the solar panel one. Okay, is it in range of the Universal Depot now? It is. So once this gets the appropriate resources, we'll be able to build that command center and get Shepard to be doing some better activities. Okay, we've got our satellite going. Let me check the power grid, make sure we're not overstrained. We're doing great. And this should... So that's what gave us the access to the breakthroughs, and it should reduce research cost everywhere. So, loving that. Loving that it's done too. Not loving the toxic rain. Let's go check our tree babies and see how they're doing. Surprisingly, they're lasting longer than normal, but we still have 20 hours to go. And I'm afraid for our first forest here, it may not make it through. And then I believe I have the seed dispenser. Yeah, I do have it set to bushes over here, but I guess the soil quality may not be high enough. Oh, I can get these destroyed. And then I could probably... We'll wait for this to go through its final cycle, and then we'll dismantle it, because it's no longer necessary. And that'll give us some space for green energy. Whoop! Cancel this dismantling, please. Thank you. I didn't realize our flying drones were transporting waste over here from other areas. Especially since the desired amount is 0. So I wonder where they're loading and unloading from. Speaking of which, we're gonna have Dozer reallocate these piles. Trying to see what level our Liberty rocket is. I think it's still, yeah, it's still waiting for fuel. I wonder if the drones are going all over the map and picking up the little piles up here. I don't think so. I could check real quick by going down here. Yeah, okay, they're not. Good. I don't want them to be wasting their time on that. They really need to be fixing the food crisis. Speaking of which, let me come over here, see how that's going. These pads are still empty. So I need my drones to work on that. Like, firstly. They're still waiting on concrete over here for both of these projects. Zeus is returning. Go ahead and delete this. Give it a little more space in between these buildings so they're not so cramped. And our solar farm should be starting construction. Oh, it's already built! It needs water. I didn't realize that. Did I realize that? Oh, I may have put this in a really bad place then. Alright, let's zoom out. I don't know if we'll have enough. The nearest deep water deposits up here. That doesn't really help. I can't transport water around the map. I'm going to have to try to connect it to these domes and build another system of water wells in the valley. Yes, this way. And then over here. See if it'll let me. Nah. Okay. Gotta try to figure out how to place all this. See, I can go down there, which is interesting. Then here. But we've got a problem with the how about this way? Okay, I think we can flatten this terrain a little bit. Not wrong one. Let's do some flattening. Oh, I hate the way this system works. Okay. Is there a cancel button for these building things? Guess not. Okay. Now let's see if our flattening tool will work here. Okay. Let's try there. And see if that works. And while that's happening, I can try to increase the water well amount on the planet. Down here in the valley. We've got one here and one here. And this is what it's going to have to be. Let's water well. And then another. Unexploitable deposits. What are you talking about? Did I not research the deep water extraction is still on the research queue? Let's go ahead and bump that up. Okay, but we do need a drone commander over here. And we need, I think we need an energy source for the well. Yeah. We'll put this here for the well's energy source. We'll put a waste rock processor. And then a dumping site that they can bring all the waste rock to. And a universal depot for our flying drones to deposit materials for building and such. And we'll start there and work as we can go. I need a shepherd for this project, but they're already not finished here, so I won't move them just yet. Oh no, a toxic pool! Okay, shepherd needs to come clean this up right away. I need to make sure it's not going to make anything sick or die over here.
We have a food shortage.
Okay, we're gonna have to change these to grow food again. At least this one. And we'll change one of these to be a leaf crop to try and alleviate this. Do we have a rocket ready to land? No, it's only still traveling to us. There's another toxic pull up here too. This is the first rain that has like redeposited toxic pools in a long time. Luckily it seems to be only these two for now. We've got 12 hours left on the rain.
Anomaly found.
Our initial spectrographic analysis confirmed it. Chromium. To find such a rich deposit of such a rare metal. Important was an understatement.
Okay, so I don't need to exploit the deposit because we've already got a good mining system down. So we're going to study it, and it reduces the cost of engineering techs. So let's go in, check here. So engineering is going to be this advanced rocketry that we have in the queue, and this orbital engineering project. Wait, the food situation over here is really not in a good spot. What's up with that? I've got too much food for people to be starving on this planet. How's Shepard doing? Still traveling. Taking the long way around. Are there any more? I need to get real close in here. I'm having trouble seeing this. Okay, looks like we're still making enough waste rock to fuel this carbonate processor. I won't turn on the liquefier again. Is this getting anything at this point? It's not. I wonder if we should create... You know, we have... a lot of electronics parts, so let's build a new shuttle hub just in this vicinity. Let's put it within the commander's, the current existing commander's vicinity. So it needs power, so let's put it over here. Okay. I'm gonna place down our seed rocket real quick. Kinda hard to see when the toxic rain clouds are around. Here we go. Get that started. And then we'll max out the amount of drones at this facility once they're built. Shepard's still putting along, taking the long way. Almost there, though. I need to get some water. I'm thirsty. There we go. Saying we're having energy shortages up here. And it's due because of the nighttime deficit. Let's make sure all of our fans are completely upgraded. That'll help alleviate some of the nighttime problems. Slowly but surely. everything's getting worked out. No. This is going to be our new mission rocket, so we need to make sure it's not collecting rare metals. I wonder if I could go ahead and set this one to start that seed mission so that they don't just completely unload all the seeds. Which one's closer to our colony? They're both on the opposite side of the planet, but I think this one's technically closer to our colony. I think that ice cap's starting to turn to water on its own. So now they should just reload the 4 seeds they took off. Yes, nice. Okay, and then get the extra fuel. No fuel for shuttles. I need to put a little fuel depot over here. And I need to set this to at least 15. Let's go ahead and get the whole system, the whole kit and caboodle in there. It seems like what I did fix the frame rate issue dropping. That's good. I'm just moving a little choppier because of it on stream. $57%? Getting there. You know, the ice caps may melt on their own before my drones get their gears together to load up the resources. Let me go and see if there's a natural ice cap melting point. It doesn't say that there's a cap melting temperature. So I'll just continue on. We're almost to 50 degrees though. Man, looks like that toxic rain really left a lot more puddles than they usually do. I probably reached some kind of puddle capacity, but now that we've been cleaning it up, it's reinstating the program to add them. Hopefully we'll get this cleared up shortly, and then I'll move them up here. We'll hit that patch there. Looks like that's it for that plateau. And then we'll have Shepard come down here to start the facilities in this area. I need to also get a power source for the concrete producer, and we'll just turn it off at night. How's research coming along? 59%. So we're doing pretty good. And the outsourcing is still active. I can go ahead and let's figure out what the pipe system's gonna look like. So we will need a new system of drones, command hubs. There we go. I'm just going to fix that shape there. And then we'll branch off here to this deposit once we can actually exploit it. How many commanders am I going to need? Just one. Oddly enough, that's really good. Put one here and get a universal depot down. So it's got all the materials it needs to work with. So soil quality is doing pretty good. I think I can go ahead and switch some of these. I think we'll keep the first one as cover crops. Can't do wheat yet. We need 70 temperature to do wheat on the outside. We can't do herbs. Let's do some herb. And we'll do potato. And let's check the quality map. Still doing pretty okay. It'll only go up from here. But that'll hopefully start rerouting food in this area. It looks like this system's finally done being flattened. So let's connect. There we go. So those should work. Shepherd's done here. Let's go ahead and get a move on. Got a lot of work to do, Shepherd. And don't you be romancing any of those aliens out there. Checking around, I think Dozer's pretty good to just sit for a while. How's energy doing over here now? What's going on? Not enough water. You! Stop. There we go, that should fix. Yeah. I didn't realize this was just on.
Shortage.
I'm confused. These places are taking way longer to produce food than they should theoretically be doing. They produce a lot of food. So let's go ahead and we'll just do a vegetable crop here too. And hopefully the new drones in our facility here will help loosen the burden. We're still just at the minimum 3. Because we're still waiting on resources for the others to be built. And I'm gonna go ahead and shut off trading for a minute once Church of Newark gets its tail off the planet. Because maybe this is causing some of the distribution issues. Any day now. Any day now. They'll be out of my atmosphere. That one's still putting along. Finally. Okay. None. Or none. There we go. Shepard, you done already? Nope, just arriving. This is waiting on fuel, and for some reason, 0.1 seed. Like, they had 100 seeds over here. What happened? They've got one right there, so probably just a transportation thing with the drones here. Looks like I'm also gonna have to turn one of these into food. We'll do wheat. And quinoa. Since the transportation thing is an issue, we're just gonna have to make more food even though we don't need it. That way these areas have enough food to eat. Trying to think if we need to add another set of fans. Because we're getting clouds now, and that's affecting our solar panel production. Let's go ahead and make some power grid adjustments. Get those two down, and then we will upgrade them. Trying to get food into these places, but my drones just won't transport right now. And they're barely keeping up with the demand. But I think every time you hear those beeps,
Research complete.
I think that's actually someone dying, which is not good. Why are my colonists dying of hunger when there's so much on the planet? I'm gonna pick up the orbital elevator. And start our solar panel system over here. Just try to get it as tight as possible. We've got way more rare metals than we can get off the planet and use for production. So I could get another rocket depot down maybe in this area and start another trade route. Or not another trade route, but another route back to Earth on rotation. Autosave! Taking forever, per usual. There we go. We're on Mars time. Nothing gets done fast.
Sector scanned.
There's just rare metals in that sector. A deposit. Don't really need that, but okay. Go up that corner over there. See how long Shepard has. Almost done. Almost there. Still got transportation issues. What am I... Okay, yeah. Let's get some drone production underway, because if those drones are going to be stewarding over a new dome, we're going to need some. Let's get 10. There we go. Order 10, and we'll release them up there. Still waiting on resources. Still saying insufficient fuel too, but that's probably because all the fuel is going into the 2 rockets we have on their planetary missions. Rating still 250 out of 400, so we're past the halfway point at least. We need to really try to increase our shuttle present. Maybe we could get another one in this area since the resources are here. They could probably transport them to the facility, the hub facility, quicker, and this one will be done faster. I don't know where it's at. Here it is. But it needs access to electricity. I think that'll exasperate that grid, so I don't want to put it there. I'm not sure anymore. Because with these power grids, they're so... Okay, yeah, there's definitely room there. Okay, we'll put it right here. And it should be easily built because the storage hubs are right here. And we should be able to get the new shuttles made pretty quick because, again, the resources are here. We'll see how long it actually takes to get done, though. What's the workload look like over here? Medium? That's not great. Check on Shepard. Everything's done there. Let's get them down here to the first commander. Norma cold waves. Okay. That's nice, but that wasn't a problem we ever really had. In our corner of the map. So, but we're ever so closer, and we're almost to 55 water. even without the polar ice cap things. Once we hit 55 water, I'm going to check the map and see if it's just done it naturally. If I turn this on, does this... I need a place for the energy to go. So let's get this power cable. We'll have it follow the main line here so we can get more solar panels in.
Funding received.
Okay. And I could probably start closing these. They're not taking as much polymers. We'll close the first one. Nope. That's still a bad idea. Let's go ahead and act upon the earlier comments of new rocketry landing facilities. Oh, perfect. One right there. And I could probably... No, I'll leave this one here. I can't really move it in an effective manner because it auto lands here and I can't tell it to land, and I can only send it back to Earth, which would remove it from my roster.
We have a food shortage.
Again? In a new place this time. Let's make sure they have a dedicated food pad. Luckily the drones are on their way. Max food desiredness. Let me make sure this big one has like none desiredness. It does. So that's almost done. That's good news. We'll have at least 3 more in the system. This is still yet to build 1. Or are they waiting? They're waiting for all of them to get them all built at the same time? Is that what's happening there? Because I know it doesn't take 27 electronics parts to make 1 flying drone. So they're literally just waiting for all the resources at once before they're created and batched out, which is completely inefficient. Does the same thing happen over here? In our drone facility? I guess so. We've got a couple prefabs built and ready to go. So let's release them here. Hopefully pick up this workload a bit. Not too much. It's still got a lot of work to do. So we'll just increase it again once new prefabs become available. These are finally filled in. How's crops going over here? Needs metal for maintenance. And it looks like they're just kind of dispersed all over. And our little drones here should be harvesting these crops and bringing them to the dome. Speaking of which, this one has a food issue too. So we need to change the next crop into an edible one. We'll do corn. And then fruit trees in the next one. Try to get some variety in their life. How are things going here? Looks like food production started up again. How close until the animal harvesting? Because this is supposed to give a crap ton of food. And it seems to be going very slow. On both of these. They were supposed to only be 12 days, and I'm pretty sure it's been way more than that. Finally, they're getting some food in here like they're supposed to. Looks like the main dome's having problems too. Once the seed's out, I'll switch it over to food production slowly. What about here? I don't have enough workers at that facility for it to be super productive. Okay, the seed just got finished. So let's change this to... We'll change it to soybeans. Shepherd's still on the move. They're almost to the next station, but there's none of the flying drones are transporting anything out here. Let's make sure this is set to only, I believe it's electronics that these need maintenance. Can't tell at this point. I don't think they require maintenance, so we'll just say metals because that's what the pipes need for repairs. And then over here we don't need seeds or fuel. We may need those other stuff. We won't need rare metals or food. We're gonna need electronics parts just so we could get the commander built. That's as upgraded as I can make it without putting strains on other resources. That one's almost filled up. So is this one. It's just waiting on an extra 15. That just needs 50 more itself. How are you doing over here? Do I have any more prefabs? I do. We'll put the 2 more in. This is still waiting 3 electronics parts, 5 polymers before they'll start building our shuttles. It's almost worth it just to build them one at a time then, if they're gonna wait that long in between ordering them and actually building them. We'll see how it goes. We're so close to 55% water. I can almost taste it in the air.
Complete.
I don't remember what creative biorobotics was supposed to do. I'll have to go find it in the list, but let's queue up the next wonder, since that's our main goals. How's this? Is this producing food? Yeah, they're producing food. These did progress a little bit, so luckily they are moving on. But once they get their food, it's going to be just literally too much food in this area, which is going to be great because we need too much food in this area right now. It looks like these are slowly... We're almost at 100% soil quality for this area, so maybe after another couple cycles we'll have 100%. I'm gonna go ahead and take cover crop off and put down leaf crop, just so we can get some more food in this area, because that seems to be a big issue. That was almost done. It needs just 21 more. Shepherd, how it do? Still waiting on resources to be transported out here. I wonder if the shuttles won't go that far. So they did already start construction. Here. I'm gonna go ahead and order them all. It doesn't seem to make a difference. I wonder if... Let me zoom in here. Oh look, we've got trees out here! I didn't know they went that far yet. That's amazing. Okay, yeah, they don't need drones to do the building. It should be a self-manufacturing structure. Let's go ahead and order our next shuttle. And we're going to just load them up with drones. And then seeds for the extra. And then we'll place it there and start it on a you know, this, where it sends rare metals to Earth and back. Why can't I not think of that word right now? My brain is turning to mush even more by the second. Gotta delete this. Now that it's not needed. And then we'll place down a fuel depot in its place. Right there. Desired amount 30. Just 4 more! Come on! You can do it! Same over here, just 2 more. We'll have 2 big projects underway. That's amazing. I really wish there was some kind of system where we could prioritize the deposits that the sky shuttles make. This hasn't creeped at all. It's not getting any resources over here.
We have a food shortage.
Okay, where we are. Where now? Okay, this one again. How close are we to a harvest? Not very close. I'm a bad person, parent, all over again. It was going good for so long. But I botched it in my attempt to make the planet green. We've been starving the people. And boy howdy, is there just a lot of people. Just so many people, too many people. Okay, let's release 3 more. That gives us 10 here. That should really help out with the transportation. Yeah, these parts shouldn't be conflicting with one another. They're not even working on that one, so that shouldn't be a problem. What about here? Is it heavy load over here? No, it's pretty low. So this one's almost done. Getting it the resources it needs, so it was smart to build it here. Because that means those shuttles will get constructed faster. Yeah, it looks like there's already 2 that it finished. And it's just waiting on 7 more. So this should really help our system quicker than the construction over here should. The good news is this commander is harvesting from here to bring to the main dome, which should really help with the problems we've been having. But still, the shuttles aren't getting out this far, and that's a little concerning. We're so close to that 55 watermark. Our shuttle already left. Both of them already left, so they're on their way to complete those missions. Okay. Mega satellites, which improves temperature. Yes. Definitely get that in our wheelhouse. Our research wheelhouse. I forgot to check outsourcing. How are we doing on outsourcing? Still good on outsourcing. What's next on the roster? Okay, so deep water extractions should already be researched now. Let me come over here. And now the water extractor should get this deep resource deposit. We'll put it right about there. It's going to need its own power source. Should be close enough. And then we will do pipes. Okay. finally, some resources are finally getting out here. So these will be under construction here shortly. And maybe that bodes good for the food transportation problems as well. So that has all the resources it needs. It just needs to construct the drones. So I'm wondering if we are needing like extra Land Rovers to work on the drones and build them. So that's the thing I never knew needed to happen. But we've got an extra one. We're going to save it for that commander over there. I'm going to start saving up electronics parts because we're under 100, and I need to do the same for polymer. Because now we're almost in unsustainable levels, so we need to hold off on those for a while. How close is my new rocket? Not very close. Still got quite a bit of ways to go. Let's see. 72%? Okay. That's Zeus. That's second Zeus. I need to rename it. This rocket. Number 1 needs to get a new name. Let's see. Liberty, which is the one that's gonna die in a blaze of glory at the ice cap. It's 23% of the way there. And then this vegetation project is 12% of the way there. Those are gonna take some time, even though they're not as far as Earth. For some reason, it takes longer to get a rocket to do things on Mars than it does to get it to Earth and back. I'm not salty about that at all. Just, you know, totally not salty about that. How many? They finally built one. So it's finally happening. There's 4 more there too. So it looks like finally the global load is set to low.
Resources are low.
Experimental rocket. A critical design flaw has been discovered in the prototype. How could they miss that? Luckily, the engine flaw was removed and the design has been updated to the new specs before any tragedy took place. Luckily, our scientists were on top of it. We're also getting low on metal, which is rare. Because we took so much for the wonders that our resources overall are just kind of depleted. I don't think I can expand. Let me click it and see what happens.
Sector scanned.
No. I don't want it to erase things, but I could definitely afford an expansion. So let's go ahead and do that. Power consumption will increase drastically though. So I'll need to get it attached to a better system, and it can definitely feed off of this grid. So let's go ahead and build a cable to connect these 2 power systems. Oh, just right there. Nice. And hopefully this won't swallow everything around it. Hopefully they factored in this scenario. And concrete, we're gonna concrete. We don't need any upgrades on concrete. Our liquefaction plants are really doing a good job assisting us with that. Okay, that's got all the electronics parts it needs, so let's go ahead and shut it off here so those get put into places that they need them around the island. India will trade 42. Are they trying to get Well, we don't have a rocket, but they want us to send polymers for machine parts, and that's not something we can willingly accept at this time. We'll just have to wait it out. I want to at least stream until we get the ice caps melted. Because that's going to be huge for the planet. We're almost at that 55% mark on the water. Gonna zoom out. Queue up the next sector for scanning. There's this little sludge pile over here somewhere. Okay, looks like these area drones got it cleaned up. It was right here. So luckily I didn't have to send Commander after that. With the transportation issues, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and tell Commander to work on things they can work on instead of idling. Looks like our new trade rocket's here. We'll place it down there. And once it comes down, we'll give it a new name. Because they're all of them are the same name. So we'll change this one just to be the cooperation. Maybe we should name it around its functions. Since it's going to be a trade rocket.
We have a food shortage.
Yeah, we know. We're aware. We're aware of the food shortage. Thank you. Food shortage in the time of plentiful food. Yes, we're aware. This rocket, we'll call it the Scrooge. Does Scrooge have a D in it? I don't know. We'll spell it wrong. Someone can correct me later. What's happening? Why is there such a shortage? They're all in this triangle. Why aren't they transporting the food over here like they need to? And still, these are not, like, something's happening because these are not advancing at all, and these were my major food producers for the area. They have enough water, they have enough electricity, so there's no reason for production to be stalled in these two areas. Same here. This one's a worker shortage issue. There's just not enough unskilled workers in this dome to sustain, like, anything. It's only specialists that work around here for some reason. And there's plenty of living spaces here. 40 vacant housing slots, so it shouldn't be a living issue. There's 78 food just sitting here. I need to put... Let's do this. Let's put down a food depot set to 0 desired parcels right next to it. So hopefully the drones will bring the food parcels to this. And then the flying drones will carry them to other places. I see a distinct lack of transportation to the platform of which I just placed down. Yeah, they're taking them to other places. So that was a waste of time. At least I didn't spend resources on it. Commander Shepard's fixing to set up shop. That's good news for us.
Resources are low.
Yes, I'm aware. Everyone's in turmoil. I'm familiar with the concept. How close? We're 64% to the polar ice caps, so... I need to... It's this rocket, that's the same name. We need to rename it once it lands. Are you transporting food, finally? Okay, yes, they're finally getting food onto these platforms. Did he... that? I think that drone just picked up the food. Is that the problem? One drone places down food, one picks it up to take it to another area. Which shouldn't be happening. I'm gonna keep my eye out on this pad and see if that happens again. Here comes another one. Okay, luckily they skipped over it.
We have a food shortage.
There's food out here, it just needs to be brought to the grocer. So my ground drones are part of the problem. I need more of them.
Funding received.
We're gonna put 2 more here to hopefully... maybe it'll fix the issue. Or at least assist in fixing the issue. Still no distinct lack of transportation of items into the dome here. I don't really have enough to build more drones. I need to wait till it's over 100 consistently. And our polymers are decreasing rapidly. So we're gonna have to put some of these projects on hold if they need polymer. That one's already got all the polymer. This one still needed some, so we'll turn that off. That one doesn't need polymer, so it should be fine. And we'll start there. Shepard's done. Let's get them to actually be doing things that benefit the environment. Instead of just sitting around. I'm really concerned, like this hasn't moved at all, and this has moved at such a slow rate. But once they get harvested, the food pad should be full because they'll be overfilled at that point. Each of those produces 300 and each food pad can only hold 180. So it's like we're really just waiting on these to get finished. But for some reason, their production is not progressing according to plan. We finally got 55 water. Nothing special happened. But we're fixing about the ice caps, so that may increase the water drastically to the point where something does happen. And we probably won't reach acid rain clearance today, but maybe next week. Just because
Funding received.
we were at like 47 or 46 when we started. So we are producing enough within our time frames of streaming that we should see an end to acid rains next stream. Which will be amazing. Can't wait for it. I'm so happy that the trees and stuff are finally growing in new spaces. Looks like this area finally got completed. Which means the soil quality around here should start increasing. We're 89% to the polar ice cap. So really close there. Research is 89% done. I need to redo outsourcing though. There we go. Give us a nice little boost. Looks like we're finally done with the waste rock here. So let's close this off. And we just gotta wait for this to get done with its production cycle, and then we can get rid of it for good. Oh, I forgot. We just did this. I don't know where these guys are getting their waste rock from. I don't know where this dumping site came from. We're gonna get rid of it. We gotta make as much room for our trees as possible if we want to really max out our greenery. Shepard, how you doing over there? Got it cleared out? Good. We'll move to the next one. It looks like there's a lot over here, but I think it's just several large deposits of toxic pools. So there's really, let's see, 4, 5, maybe 7, which isn't too bad. And then we'll have the whole map cleaned of the toxic sludge. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to having clean soil finally. Hopefully the toxic rain doesn't come back and screw that all up for us. 99%! We're almost to melted polar ice caps! I'm so excited. That'll really moisten up this planet nice and good.
Research.
There it is! We melted the ice caps. Get out of here. I'm trying to read. The warheads detonated a magnificent display of light brighter than 1,000 suns. We watched in awe from the safety of our labs. The staggering number of thermonuclear devices had unleashed a monstrous amount of energy and in a matter of seconds changed the face of Mars forever. A giant leap forward for the terraforming of Mars had been made, yet a heavy silence fell in the room after the flashes dimmed down. We had witnessed a somber reminder of the destructive powers that humans possess. So dust storms will start. It will contaminate all your buildings with dust, potentially causing malfunctions. Certain facilities will not work during dust storms, and wind turbines will generate more power during them. So, we melted the ice caps! Look at our planet! We're at 75% water now. We're looking really good. Let's do our recap, because it's time to end the stream. We've got a dust storm occurring right now. It'll last for 2 days. We can melt the ice cap again? I think the amount we did is just fine. It's looking like a pretty good planet, if I do say so myself. And with our seeding project, it's going to get a lot greener. But that's still 43%? Yeah, still at 43%. So we're really going to have to wait on that. Research. Let's go ahead and queue up The Last Wonder. And it's a little hard to see the map, but we didn't make any changes to the central facilities. We set Project Manhole to widen, but I don't know if it's gonna swallow anything. We'll have to wait till next time. It's still waiting on its resources to be built. Up here, we got some of the facilities built, but it was slow going because of all the transportation issues we had. We built 2 new shuttle facilities and maxed out our drones so that we can hopefully keep up with demand. We're almost done cleaning up the toxic sludge on the map from all the acid rains. And we've had a lot of food issues, which I don't know if we'll have resolved. Hopefully, it looks like the drones are depositing food in a more timely manner, that we have plenty of sky drones to do that. We need to finish this up next time so we can start utilizing our Solar Wonder to its fullest capacity. And we'll just continue on from there next time. Let's go ahead and look at the map real quick. It's looking dusty. Right all down here where everyone lives. We've almost got all the scannings complete. So those will get done, I think, within the next couple of streams. They seem to be pretty slow scanning. And then we'll do one last view of our nice wet planet. Still got a large amount of desert, but hopefully with our seeding project next time, which will be completed, we will have a greener looking planet. All right. Let's go ahead and switch over. Okay, I want to thank everyone for coming by today, hanging out with me, popping in, saying hello. We're just going to end the stream for today. So we will be back next week with some more art. But until next time, have fun, space friends!